Hello and welcome to Healings and Readings with Deepal. I am Deepal Shah, and I'm just checking to make sure that we are live. I do see we are live here in the group. I just want to make sure that you guys could see me and hear me. All right. I just wanted to make sure. All right. So wonderful to see you guys here. We're talking about stopping regrets. I mean, regrets is something that we tend to we have all the time, except we don't really realize it, how much and how many regrets we have, right? So I wanted to take this time today to really help you process some of your old regrets and live a life moving forward with minimal regrets, right? We can't just say that, okay, moving forward in my life right now, I'm going to have no regrets ever, because that may not be true. We are going to be disappointed in certain things. We are going to, feel, we have expectations. And then when they're not met, we might have regrets because of the disappointments that go along with it. But can we minimize our regrets? That's the thing. And I want you to start to think of your life in a new way when we talk about regrets, because I'm going to share with you 3 questions that you can ask yourself right now in this moment that's going to change your life forever. Okay. So I do want to share that with you. What we're going to do here, if you are new to Healings and Readings with Deepal, I come together every Wednesday to provide readings and healings, and we talk about certain topics that are going on in your life, certain things that can help you, that where you might be coming up around challenges around mental health, physical health, emotional health, anything that is going on in your life, especially spiritually. I want to make sure that you are on a path and a journey where you are growing, where you are reaching your potential, where you are able to feel empowered. And that is my purpose and passion. And that is what I love doing and serving you. And so every Wednesday, I want to make sure that we spend this time together in helping you move forward. Okay. So stay on till the end if you can. I understand. If you're watching the replay, wonderful. I want you to get the most out of this. And so if you have friends and family and people that you want to invite and share this video out with, I would love that. And in the meantime, we're going to get started in just a moment. Go ahead and tag somebody that you love, that you think that could use today's information, today's knowledge and wisdom that I'm going to share with you. Okay. Okay, so I do want to say hello to those of you who are joining. Hello, Colette. So wonderful to see you. And also Camila, Brooke, hello, Will. So wonderful to see you guys. I'm just going to put my phone right here so I could see each and every one of you and make sure that we are good to go. All right. So we're talking about regret, how to stop the maximum amount of regrets that we have each and every day, right? Each and every moment that we may not even recognize. And so when we talk about regret, of course, it's a normal experience. It's normal to experience large and small regrets. And realizing that regret isn't an emotion that you need to be scared of. It is an emotion, but I don't want you to be scared of it, because it is what you do with it, right? We will have regrets, but what are we going to do with it now? Everyone has made choices in their lives, whether they regret something or another. Maybe you worked too much while your children were growing up. I know I kind of regretted that, with my first daughter. I wasn't there for her. And I know my parents always say how much they regret not being in our lives because they were working so hard. And consequently, right, they're close to you, but you're still filled with regret, right? I'm still close to my mom and dad, but they're still filled with regret. And it makes you feel stuck because maybe you don't feel that close to them. Maybe you blame yourself. Maybe you blame your circumstance or situation. Like my parents had to work. Otherwise, we wouldn't have a roof over our head. So both of my parents had to work to provide, but they wish, right? Then we wish, because we have that regret, we wish that life could have been better. But going back to the past is not changing the present or the future. Letting go of regret is so important for you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. How many times do you tell yourself, I'm going to, because I always contemplate with this remark, okay? And every time I say this to myself, that I'll never do it again. And if I go back, I've probably said it at least once or twice a day. I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. We're constantly going into that state within our minds saying, I'll never do that again. But we don't realize that it's such a great form of regret when we say that. Those words shouldn't come out of our mouths anymore. We got to get rid of it. I remember this one time when I opened my mouth, right? How many times do you open your mouth and go, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that?" Okay, that's a very common one. And I opened my mouth without thinking, and I ruined my brother's surprise party because I had the day wrong. My parents were there to surprise him. His in laws were there. His wife had set everything up. And I thought it was Saturday. And I called him that night and I was like, "Oh my gosh, how was your surprise? Were you surprised?" And he goes, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I've got the day wrong. How do I go back on this now?" So I basically ruined that surprise. And I felt so horrible inside. I was so disappointed with myself. The fact that I didn't think before I spoke, I didn't think before I took action to call him. Got so excited. I'm like, let me just call. And so I've learned from that moment forward that here's the process that I have used over the years that help with regret. Okay. Or actually, not with regret, but how to stop regret. Okay. And that is you're going to have a thought. Okay. The thought is going to be there. Thoughts are going to come and go. When that thought happens, you pause. You think will that thought, okay, should I do something? What am I going to do about this thought? And then you take action. So don't just skip the pause and the think part because that's what we normally do. We go from thought to action, right? Or reaction, I should call it. But what we need to do is thought, pause, think, and then action. And that's what I've learned to do before I speak now to anybody, that whether it's a surprise or not, it doesn't matter. Think, right? Take my thought, pause, think about it, think about the action I'm going to take, and then do the action, because 99% of the time you're going to change your action. You will see yourself stop yourself from speaking so many times if you practice this. So stop reacting as soon as that thought comes through. Okay, that's the key. Hello, Linda. Hello, hello, and welcome, guys. It is so wonderful to see you guys here. Hello, Shiraz. So wonderful to have you. And I see some of you are watching on YouTube, so that is cool. And then some of you are joining in from the Facebook. So wonderful to have you guys. We're talking about regret. And I want you to think about regrets that you have had from disappointments where you didn't meet someone else's expectations or your own, right? The disappointments that it created, maybe the guilt that or the remorse for the actions that you've taken. We've talked about that, how I did that. And then of course, the other thing that regret can do, it creates sorrow or sadness. And the sadness can stem from a sense of longing for a different outcome, right? We wanted a different outcome, so now we feel really sad. Like for me, I felt so sad that I had done what I did, because I could have stopped myself if I just took a pause and I thought, right? So then the other thing that manifests, because this is kind of like a cascade when you regret something, okay, is that you have anger come up. Because then, of course, I was not only sad, I was so mad at myself for doing what I did. And I played the scenario again and again for years in my life, and even to this day. Regret can also be fueled by fear. And I want you to really think about that. Is some of my regret fueled by fear? Like the fear may involve worrying about how the past will impact your future. Maybe you feel anxious about repeating the same mistake, right? And so regret can also be driven by introspection. Like I just said, I kept playing the same thoughts in my mind. So we have to evaluate what our choices are, how our behaviors are, and that is what's going to help us to stop regret, okay, or to minimize it. And I really want you to think about, do you go through these steps when you regret something? You know, we talk about steps of grief, but we never talk about steps of regret, and how that can impact our lives on so many levels, and how that can create pain in our body, how that can create shifts in our energy on a day-to-day basis, how we show up in this world, right? So I want you to share with me what is going on in your life. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Diana. Yes, spring is here, liver and gallbladder season. So go ahead and put hello, Lori. By the way, Lori, I did email you. I hope you received my email. I want to know what is going on with you. Thank you, Diana. I'm going to get to you and help you heal. And that's what we do. You know, we do healings and readings if you're new to healings and readings with me. And on Wednesdays, I tap into your energy. I see what's going on. I help you move forward. Okay. We do some clearings, but today I want to help the collective clear any regret that you have. You know, one of the gentlemen that I saw, and I don't know if you all know Brendan Burchard, but I saw him at Hay House last month. and he shared 3 questions because he was in a horrible accident that nearly took his life. And Brendan came to terms with 3 questions that really helped him move forward. And I'm gonna share those 3 questions that Brendan shared, okay? But I'm gonna do it in just a moment, and I really want you to really think about these questions because sorry. Sorry. So, I don't know what's going off. Okay, there we go. Uh, so we're going to go over these questions because I really want you to think about these amazing questions that he asked, but we're going to go over that at the end. Right now, I want to help you as a collective clear the energy that you're dealing with around regret in your life. Okay, so just take a nice deep breath in, and we invite the guides to be here, and we look at our lives. We look at everything that we have experienced, and maybe we can't see everything, but we see everything that needs to be seen right now at this time. All right, so as you see this, feel the energy. Feel the energy of how that feels. How much regret, disappointment, sadness. Think about what came up for you. How much anger? How much guilt? And as you tap into these areas and whatever surfaces, we allow that to be cleared. We allow light to come through, the divine light to enter into each and every one of those areas, dissolving and transmuting and allowing you to move forward, giving you that ability to look at your life from a different perspective, in a different way, in a different light, so that wherever you're at, these memories and experiences become distant and you're not emotionally entangled in them. All those stories that you keep going back to, going, I wish the action that you may have taken, you may want to wish that you did a different action, or you said something different, or there's so many times that I remember I'm like, oh, I wish I walked away, or I wish I said something, or I wish. So all of your wishes, where you keep playing the same story in your mind, there's a wish that you have behind it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to clear the wish. I'm actually going to integrate that wish. Okay, so we're going to integrate that wish. We're going to bring it in as if you did it. Okay, let's say you did it. You took that action. Now that memory is a good memory. Now that memory has been healed. Okay? And now you can live from a place of peace and freedom from that memory. Okay? Hello, Rachel. I'm glad you came on live as well. So think about how you're feeling now. Take a nice deep breath in and a nice breath out. And let me share with you the questions that Brennan shared, okay? In his near death experience, he thinks about his life flashes in front of him, and he's thinking he's going to die. And he asks, and this is Brendan Burchard, an amazing, amazing speaker. And he asks himself, did I live? Did I love? And did I matter? And those were the three questions that changed his life. And those are the three questions I want you to think about and write down the answer to, because those three questions can change your life and move you from regret to freedom and peace and happiness. And I want that for you. And so I do want to invite those of you who are here and those of you who are going to be watching the replay. We're going to talk a lot more about this, how to live life that matters, right? And I want to invite you to this amazing class that we're having tomorrow. It's a 90-minute webinar, and it's called Activating Your Superpowers. And I'm going to share with you the keys to self-healing. Okay. And those keys to self-healing is what's going to give you a little more insight, or a lot more insight, into how you could change and shift and transform your life in the way that you want. Right? We're talking about regret today, but tomorrow we're going to dive a lot deeper. So come join us. If you need the link, please put link in the comments. If you're on YouTube, I will not be able to share the link. But if you are on Facebook, I could definitely comment back when you put link, okay? So make sure you do that. All right, let's see what is coming up for some of you. So do share with me what's going on. How could I help you? And we'll go ahead. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Karen. Hi, Sally. So good to see you guys. Okay, so do share with me a question that you have that I could help you with today. Okay, Diana says, hello all, spring is here. It's liver. Excuse me, already I'm clearing for you, honey. Liver and gallbladder season, wishing for good energies for those organs. Yes, of course. So let's go ahead and cleanse the liver and the gallbladder and any regret that is sitting here in the liver and gallbladder. We're going to clear that, okay? All the regret that we hold on to in the liver and gallbladder that's not been metabolized, that's just stuck in the lobes of the liver, we clear that. Ooh. It feels like it's not just stuck in your liver and gallbladder, but it's also stuck in your throat. Okay, Diana, or somebody, it's stuck in your throat as well. So I'm picking up a lot of energies in the throat. So we clear that. Allowing your body to metabolize, process, and reset those enzymes. Yeah, Lori says liver and gallbladder as well. Hello, Manisha. Hello. So good to see you here. So we're working on the liver and gallbladder. Clearing away all the allergens. Okay, and we're going to boost the immune system as we're working along the liver and gallbladder and the throat area. Rebooting. Yeah, Tanya says your throat is blocked. I can feel a lot of blockage in the throat for sure. It's almost like as if the spring is not allowing you guys to breathe properly. So I'm going to integrate the energy and the frequency of breath. Okay, breath, and we integrate that into your lungs. We integrate that into your bloodstream. That's where it wants to go, into the throat, into the nasal cavity, into the sinuses, and just feel that opening up. Feel everything just opening up. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of liver today. So we're just going to work on this liver, okay, guys? All right. So all this liver energy, it's quite strong. And when I'm yawning, it's because I'm releasing whatever's coming up for you guys, okay? So I'm not bored. I'm just yawning because there's a lot of energy coming up and I'm just clearing it. That's how my body clears energy. Okay. Um, okay, so I see that even Manisha, you are experiencing liver and you're waiting for an ultrasound appointment for your stomach. Okay. The markers are out of range. Okay. So, yeah, because if there's inflammation, the markers will be out of range. Okay? The liver is one of the organs that can regenerate in our body, so know that it's okay. Manisha, I mean, I think they're going to check for fatty liver for you. Okay? That's what I'm getting, that's what their intention is, to check. And so if there's any kind of inflammation, let's go ahead and clear all the inflammation, because that inflammation is coming from some kind of stress that you've put on yourself, stress from your environment. And so tomorrow, come join us for the Activate Your Superpowers to find out how you can reduce some of that stress in your life. Okay. So I hope you're going to be there. For those of you who did, for one of the posts, you did say activate, and I did send you a direct message for that. Okay. So make sure you check your direct messages, because I will send you a direct message. And so be sure to check for that. Okay. Sometimes I know it goes into some other kind of folder in your direct message area, but please do check. If you're going to put in a comment in any of my posts, make sure you check your direct message where the messages are. Okay. So I usually do reply within a few hours or less. Okay. Okay, Rachel. Rachel says, I've been having issues with my legs, sensitive and itchy and burning, and nobody has any answers. I feel like I may be connected to ovarian cysts and endometriosis. I was diagnosed with it. Goodness. Ooh, I'm clearing for you, Rachel, already, honey. It's been 2 months of hardly being able to put clothes on and do the things I love. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry that you're dealing with this, Rachel, but let's go ahead and clear do a healing. And I don't know, Rachel, if you do regular energy healings, but I would recommend you could use anybody from our website at anandaforlife.com. We do have 5 other healers that do healings, as well as myself. You can email me, but this is something that is going to take a little bit longer than just about 2 to 3 minutes. But I'm going to start clearing the energy, because there's somebody that is really driving you crazy. Okay. Their actions are driving you crazy. They are manipulating you. And so you're having these skin issues because these people are around you. It feels like that's what your body's saying. So can you share with me if this is correct, if I'm tuning into the right information here? Just let me know, and I will continue clearing the sensitivity and the itchiness and the burning, because your body, you are not happy. Like in your mind, you want to like just beat this person, like put some sense into them. Okay? That's what I mean by that. And so certain things are not going the way you expected, and it's really taking a toll on your skin, and your skin is just saying, hey, listen to me, I've got something to share with you. Okay, so Rachel says it could be, yes, my children's father, and I'm in the process with a lawyer now and terrified. Okay, yes. So That's what's coming up. I'm not seeing that it's connected to the ovarian cyst or the endometriosis. This is something completely different, okay? This is the energy that I'm speaking to you about. And so I understand that there is a sense of hopelessness. So let's just bring the energy. Let's bring some positivity. Let's see what you want to see unfold for you. Okay. I want you to really imagine and be in it. Feel it. When you imagine it, feel it. Okay. What are the feelings and the emotions as you imagine the outcome, as you dive into the outcome of what you would like to see? Okay. And sometimes, yes, you are sitting with a regret in your skin. Is there regret? Yes, if that's what you want to know. And so I'm going to shift this because this regret that you're holding on to is creating so much, like the word I'm getting is urgency. And I'm not sure what that means, but you do. That's what the guides are saying, that you know what this means. So, feeling that you're threatened, your skin is reacting. Okay. So let's just clear that. Manisha, thank you for sharing that. I think they're also, have they ever checked you for fatty liver though? I'm just kind of curious. All right, Rachel. So notice how that feels. And there's just heavy, heavy energy, like your skin, the cells in your skin, like the skin is the largest organ, guys, right? Because it's all over. It's all over. And when it gets upset, it rages. Okay, we have 3 layers of skin. Guess what, Rachel? You have gotten to the deepest layer. Like, and everything is exploding out through all 3 layers. Okay, so we're just clearing this, but I highly recommend that you do, grab one of our healers at anandaforlife.com or deepalshah.com and just see if you could get a session. Okay, or you can always email me. All right, and below is a link for the healing webinar that we are having tomorrow and the 16th, and I hope you guys will be able to join us. The healing webinar. It's all about activating your superpowers. And I'm going to be sharing the keys to self-healing. Okay. And I'm really excited when you are signed. Oh, great. I'm glad you're signed up. And so if you can't make it live, there will be a replay and an opportunity for you to join on the 16th. So come and join us. We are going to have a 90-minute lovely session. And at the end of the 90 minutes, you do get a beautiful thank you gift from me. And then I also have a surprise for you guys. So if you are going to be coming, which I'm very excited, Manisha says, yes, thank you. I've signed up too. So if you are going to be live, you will also get a gift right there on the live, okay, that I'm going to share with only the live callers. And then you will also be receiving a surprise on the 16th, which will be the last call, okay, because we're doing 2 calls. And they're the same call, so you can join either one. And if you guys join, then I have a surprise for you on the 16th at 8 o'clock. So you put that in your calendar at 8 o'clock Eastern. I'm going to be sending you guys an email, and it's got a surprise in there that I'm really, really excited about. Okay. But I'm not going to tell you guys because it's a surprise and I love surprises. So, all right, cool. I'm so glad you guys are coming. If you guys don't know and don't have the link, please put link in the comments and I will definitely share the link with you. Hello, Shamina. Hello, Lisbeth. It has been so long since I have seen you all, and I'm so happy that you guys are here. At some point, I am going to figure out how in the world to get this live stream into the group without having to just share the link. But today we are and did talk about stopping our regrets in its tracks. And one of the things that I do want to leave you with, right, is not only those three questions that I mentioned that, did I love, did I live, and did I matter? Right? Did I love? Did I live? Did I matter? Those are three questions we should be asking ourselves before it's too late. And I feel like these three questions can sum up your life. They can help you shape your life. And it reminds both of the inevitable and the way forward. And that's what we need each and every day to move forward, not keep going to the past. And so I'm going to leave you guys with a quote today. And this quote is by Randy Posh. I hope I'm saying his name right. But it is not the things we do in life that we regret on our deathbed. It is the things we do not do. Okay, so I really want you to think about it. It's not the things that we do in life that we regret on our deathbed. It is the things we do not do. And so I want to leave you with that. And I want you to think about that. And yeah, Al says, thank you, Deeple, 3 L's. Exactly, the 3 L's. And I'm going to leave you guys with that today, as our time has come to a conclusion for today only. But I will see you for 90 minutes tomorrow. And I'm very, very excited to offer you this wonderful opportunity. And I will see you next Wednesday for our readings and healings with Deeple. Thank you so much for being here, and lots of love and light to each and every one of you. Thank you.